Hello dear students, welcome to exam bar. Dear students, in today's class, we will discuss chapter 8 of class 7th and chapter 9 of class 10th. That is determiners. Dear students, this is a common topic in both the classes. That's why I am taking this combined class for both the classes of 7th and 8th. So dear students, you must watch this video from the beginning till end so that you may get each and every point clearly. So let's start this class and discuss what are the determiners and what are the rules related to determiners. You must note down those points, those rules which we are going to discuss in this class. So first of all, what are the determiners? So my dear students, determiners are used before nouns. You must pay much more attention at this point. We are using or we use determiners before noun. Which word? We use determiners before noun to indicate which particular person or thing we are referring to, and they do not describe nouns but point them out. So in short, we can say determiners are the words which points out particular nouns, and they also describe nouns which are either particular or common. So this is the definition. It is also given in a book. Now let's come to the main point. What are the types or what are the kinds of determiners? So my dear students, determiners are of 6 types. What are those? Articles. Number 2, demonstrative adjectives, this, that, these, those. Number 3, possessive adjectives, my, are, yours, his, her, their, its, they are possessive adjectives. Interrogative adjectives, what, which, whose. Next one, distributive adjectives, each, every, either, neither. And next one, qualifiers, little, some, many, few, some, any, all, no, none. All these are qualifiers. So let's discuss all these points one by one with some examples. So dear students, now we are going to discuss these points through some useful examples. First of all, article. What are the articles? So articles are 2 types, one definite and one indefinite. Let's describe here. One definite, a and an. Both of these articles are indefinite. What type of? They are indefinite articles, while the is definite article. The is definite article. A and an are used with some common person, with a noun that is singular and countable also, and the is used with a particular noun. Let's have some case. Dear students, we are going to use a noun, and if this noun is countable, what type? If this noun is countable as well as singular, then we have to use either a or an for this noun. This is the case of article a or an. We have to use either a or an for this noun. If this noun has either these 2 qualities, it is countable and it is singular. So my dear students, we use a before consonant sound and we use an before vowel sound. I think you know it very well. So there is nothing special in this point. And if this noun, so let's have some example for this point. So dear students, if I write I have book, I have book. So dear students, book is noun here. What is book here? Book is noun, and this noun is countable. This noun is countable as well as singular. So if any noun is countable as well as singular, then we use either a or an for that particular noun. So we must add here we have a book. As the book, the pronunciation of book starts with consonant sound. That's why we are using here a. Let's take one more example. One more example. It is it is easy task. It is easy task. So my dear students, in this sentence, task is a noun. What is noun? Task is noun, and it is countable as well as singular. It means it has both of these qualities, countability and singular. So we have to use an article, either a or an, for this noun according to its rule. So my dear students, this is adjective that is used for this noun, and at this place we have to use an article. So my dear students, the pronunciation of this word easy starts with vowel sound. That's why we have to use here an. What we have to use here? An. It is an easy task. It is the right sentence. So I think you got this point. So let's discuss article the. What is article the? Dear students, if we are going to use noun or we use any noun, and this noun is special. What type of noun this is? This is special noun. So dear students, with any special noun before any particular noun, we use article the, as this is definite. That is definite article. Let's take some example. Let's take some example. For example, the rich exploit, the rich exploits the poor, the rich exploits the poor, or last year I visited the Taj Mahal. So my dear students, in this sentence, the Taj Mahal is a noun, but this is special. That's why we use article the before this special noun. And in this in this sentence, rich and poor, both of these words, both of these adjectives are working as a noun, and they are referring the whole class. That's why article the is used before these two words. I think you got this point. The is used before some special nouns. Whenever we make any noun special, then we use article the before it, not a or an. So this is the case of articles. Now let's have next one. What is that? Demonstrative adjective. What is that? Demonstrative adjective. So dear students, demonstrative adjectives are four: this, that, these, those. So dear students, both of these and those are plural, and are used with plural nouns. This and that are singular. What are these? These are singular. And the internal difference between this and that and these and those is, this is used for nearer things and that is used for the things which are at a distance. Next one, these is used for nearer things and those is used for further things. So this is the difference between these and those, this and that. I think these use of these qualifiers, these demonstrative adjectives is quite simple. That's why there is no need to take some any example. Let's move for the next one. What is next one? Next one is possessive adjectives. What is this possessive adjectives? So my dear students, whenever we want to show possession at any noun, any particular thing, then we use possessive adjectives. And possessive adjectives are my, are, your, his, her, their, its. For example, if I write my book is more expensive than yours, So my dear students, in this sentence, the noun is book, and we have shown the possession at this book. That's why we used my. This book belongs to me. That's why this one, my, is used for showing possession, and this is possessive adjectives. In fact, all these words are possessive adjectives, and all these words are always followed by a noun. You must learn this point. These words are always, these possessive adjectives are always followed by a noun. I think you got this point very well. One more point here. Yours. I wrote yours, not your. My dear friends, your is adjective and yours is pronoun. Yours is pronoun. So this is the difference between your and yours. Yours is not followed by any noun, and your is always followed by a noun. So this is the difference between your and yours. I think you got this very well. So next point, next point is interrogative. Next point is interrogative adjectives. So I wrote what, which, whose. These words are interrogative. What, which, whose. Dear students, if we are using any noun before these words, then they are interrogative adjectives. And if we are not using any noun just before these words, then they are not interrogative adjectives. Let's have one example. If I say which subject do you like to study or like the most? So in this sentence, we used a noun here just before which. That's why which in this sentence is interrogative adjectives. If I say in other words, which is your book, So in this sentence, my dear students, which is not followed by a noun, not followed by a noun. That's why in second sentence, which is not an interrogative adjective. In second sentence, sorry, I wrote which here. Which in second sentence, which is adverb. What is this? Which is adverb. So I think you get these things well. If which or any, what, which, whose are followed by any noun, subject is noun, are followed by any noun, then they are adjective, they are interrogative adjectives. And if they are not followed by any noun, then they are adverbs. I think you understood the difference between adverb and adjective. So let's move to the next point. What is the next point? Next point is distributive adjectives. Distributive adjective, each, every, either, neither, either, neither. They are also pronoun, but we are going to use as an adjective. That's why they must be followed by a noun. You have to use a noun after them, after these words, compulsory. So let's take some example. If I write each student, each student performed, each student performed very well. Each student performed very well. So my dear students, in this sentence we used a noun. What we used? We used a noun after each. That's why this is distributive adjective. What is this? This is distributive adjective. If I say each of us is ready, then in this sentence after each I did not use any noun. That's why in second sentence each is not an adjective, it is a pronoun. So this is the difference between the uses of these words. You must use any noun after these words, then they are distributive adjectives, and then they are determiners. I think you got this point well. So we should move to the next. Next one is qualifiers. What is that? That is qualifiers. Dear students, little, some, many, few, any, all, none. These words are qualifiers as they qualify a noun. They determine the number of a noun. They tell us something about a noun. That's why they are called qualifiers. So if we use some, what we use? Some. And here we have any. This is some important. That's why I am telling you any. Dear students, some is positive. Some is positive. That's why it is always used in positive sentences. Any is negative. Any is negative. That's why it is always used in negative sentences. For example, I have some work to do. I have some work to do. This sentence is positive, and in this sentence we used here a noun. What we used here? We used here a noun, and before noun we used some. That's why we followed the perfect sequence, some and then after a noun. That's why this is a qualifier. And if I say I have not any work to do, I have not any work to do. Dear students, in this sentence work is again a noun, and in this sentence at place of some we used any. Why we used any? As this sentence is negative, that's why in negative sentences we use any, and in positive sentences we use some. I think you got these points clearly. So this was the whole class. In this class we discussed determiners. If you have any doubt, you can call me or you can visit your college and then clear your doubts. Dear students, if you like this class, then share with your students, share with your classmates, and subscribe the channel Exam Bar to get the latest update of your each and every class. Thank you, and thank you for watching this video.